Hi, my name is Susan Weimer, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am here today with a Technique Tuesday and My Sweet Petunia, the MISTI blog hopping giveaway. And we'll be making this card using alcohol ink painting, which is a technique I saw Teresa Calvert do on the Altenew blog, and it's just really beautiful and loads of fun. Really had a good time with this. And I'll tell you why that strip is there in just a minute. So we're starting off with a piece of regular Yupo, some acetate, the Barberry stamp set, and I'm going to use a sentiment from the Treehouse stamp set, one of these. I think it's the seed one. My Memento Tuxedo Black, my MISTI, my bucket loads of Copics, and I want to show you an experiment that I did. First, I tried stamping with each one of the inks that I thought of using, and as you can see, the inks ran every time I applied the alcohol ink or even the Copic marker when it was on Yupo. This is antique linen, which I have never seen move with an alcohol ink, and it did. And here again is what's happened with the Memento. So I'm here with my MISTI. Excuse the angle of my camera. We have the lighting fixed, but not the tripod. So I'm going to stamp this on acetate. In the video, Teresa Calvert was using solid image stamps, and I'm using an open line image. So I want to really be able to see where my colors are going. So I'm working on my tonic craft mat, and I'm just going to scribble in some spots of Copic markers. So I end up using R20, R22, this is RV04, R39, R89, you name it. I pulled it out. I pulled out the R50s as well. You'll see as we go along here, trying to get this to look the way I wanted it to. And this is some alcohol ink blending solution that goes with the alcohol inks. And I'm going to blow it with my straw. And as you can see, there's a little black line there in the middle. That is a piece of dust that was on my straw. It stuck to the Yupo. Nothing sticks to Yupo, but dust does. Just a word of warning, people. So now I'm going to start adding some more color. And you can see where it's actually kind of cool. My little cloth gave some texture to my painting image. And what I'm trying to do is achieve the hard and soft layers that we get in watercolor. Blah. I wasn't feeling so spiffy this day, and I don't know. I just didn't have it in me to try watercolor. Why I thought this was fun. There's something about watercolor that I need to make fun. I'm not sure what it is. But anyway, so here we go. I'm trying my colorless blender. And what I'm doing to make sure that my tips, the nibs are okay, is that I'm wiping them off and really scribbling them off on a piece of scratch paper, because there is some Ranger alcohol ink blender in here, and I'm just not sure what the resin in that's going to do to my Copic marker nibs. Ugh. So here's where I should have stopped. It actually looks really pretty here. It's soft, it's fluid. I'm still trying to add color. I should have used my re-inkers, Copic refills, but I didn't, because I would have had to get up. Lazy crafter today. So I'm just going to try moving this around. And I do love how you can get the soft edges and the movement of color. So I want some more color in here. So I've dabbled with some flamingo alcohol ink, and then I'm just going to blow that around with my straw. And then some watermelon. And what's really interesting is, I'm sorry I'm off camera, is that the alcohol ink do not, or they seem to want to resist the Copic blending solution. I think that makes sense. Well, it doesn't make sense, but I think that's what I mean to say. So I've added peach Bellini, and now I've added some more watermelon, because it's got that vibrant red that Burberry's are. So I'm trying again to add just the Copics. I am so silly. So here's some butterscotch, And I love this color. I'm going to blow it around with my straw. No dust. I double checked. I can't believe that. Yeah. So I think I'm going to leave it there. Now, at this point, there were a number of things I could have done differently. But anyway, I'm trying to make the green, and I'm using BG95, I think it is, and BG99. And that's actually pretty. For some reason, I think I like vibrant colors, and maybe I should try the Dr. P.H. Martin's thingies for watercolor. I don't know. Anyway, I'm blabbering. Sorry. Back to this. And so I'm going to try some G29 there to bring out some additional pop of color. And by the way, this is the 6th voiceover one because I had to reshoot some photos. Well, that's actually the second reason. But the first reason was because somebody, that is me, left her microphone on mute. And that was after I watched Kelly Latavola's video today on not leaving your microphone on mute. And I still did it. So here's where you can see that it's clumped up. So if you've ever watched Jessica Frost Ballast's video, you know that that's where the gilding flakes will adhere. So I've let this dry for at least a good hour. I did not heat it with my heat gun. So I've used the acetate to place this Barbary stamp really exactly where I want it to go over these colors. And it stamps so nicely down the first time. And again, I'm using Memento Tuxedo Black. Now, I am going to stamp using my corner from the Creative Corners, the sentiment, right onto the Yupo. Sorry about my head again. Good thing I got my hair dyed. What I don't know is, even though it feels dry, it is still wet over in that corner. And I'm going to stamp it again because I really wanted to make a one-layer card. And it's going to start to bleed. See? You can already see that down here. And this is where the red banner is going to come into play, which I was a little sad to have to do. So I decided to add some shading, and I thought that the pencil would stay still because it was a dry medium. And in reality, all that the pencil did was move the dark hatch marks that the illustrator had left there to tell you where to put the shading. So I thought that was fascinating. If I were to do this project again, I would let this Yupo base probably dry. Gosh, I'd even let it go for 2 days. I live in Florida, in northern Florida. It's very humid here, so humid that people fondly refer to it as the swamp. And the football stadium is called the Swamp. Now you know where I live. Go Gators! Anyway, so yeah, now it's really bleeding. So I'm going to use a pre-folded 4-bar note card that I have from Simon Says Stamp. And I'm going to adhere the Yupo using a dry adhesive. I'm a little leery about using wet adhesives with this right now, at this point, to at least put it onto the card base. And you can still see that it is really starting to bleed down there on the bottom. So although I really like this effect and I had so much fun making this card, it should have been one of those experiments where I just let it sit and dry for a good long time. So I think I'm going to give this a try again because I really did enjoy it. And this time I'm going to have my Copic refills out and handy. So I'm adding some pretty pink posh sequins because droplets, because I just can't not put them on. Something has to go on there besides the image. If this ever goes out of style, I'll be in trouble. But anyway, what was I going to say? So this is the Nova Deluxe adhesive, and I just moved all my sequins out of the way, so now I don't know where they were. This is one of those card making days in the craft room where you go, oh no, I shouldn't have come in the room. or if I did, I should have just stuck at organizing and not tried to make anything. But I needed to get this done. I'm really glad to be and proud to be on the MISTI design team, the card design team, rather. Wish I could say I designed the MISTI. What a genius idea. Love it. Couldn't stamp without it because I have a bad tremor. Anyway, so I've added this red banner with the sentiment, "A mighty tree starts with a tiny C" at the end. And I would love it if you liked the video, if you'd hit thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. To those of you who have already subscribed, thank you so much. And please head over to my blog for the next connection to the Blog Hub, where we have some great prizes to give away. One for Technique Tuesday gift certificate and one for a My Sweet Petunia gift certificate. So some good goodies there, ladies. I've looked. So have a great day and enjoy. Thank you.